Yo, no, long time. It's been a while since I vlogged. Just finished a chest workout. Doing a little cut for trying to fit into my suit. And I've been slacking on cutting just because I had some vacations and other things I've been prioritizing. But I'm trying to focus back down on it. And specifically, I am just trying to eat whole foods again and lessen the refined carbs. So my main source of carbs are fruits right now, I guess. Fruit and sweet potato. That's what I'm trying to do. Wow, I could barely hold my camera because I did upper chest and shoulders, and it hurts to hold the camera up like this. So I might just have to do the ugly faced angle, you know? Anyway, I have a lot of things I'm thinking about for the future, and I think I am very leaning towards quitting my job. I just read like a journal entry from July when I took like a 1.5 week vacation when I first started experiencing my burnout symptoms. And I remember feeling like a lot of resentment, bitterness towards work, specifically regarding not being able to like be healthy, you know? And I just tried my best during that time to really honor the systems in place, you know, the time tracking, the project management, and, you know, doing everything by the book, right? I just tried my best to really work 8 hours a day. And I found that I couldn't go outside or do grocery shopping or even go to the bathroom without feeling guilty. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like every minute has to be logged perfectly in the project management timesheet. I know like most people don't do it like that, right? But there's no like clear rule about how to do these things, and it's almost like they do it intentionally to really make sure that like you feel guilty for not doing the work that you need to do when you're supposed to. I don't know, it's like it's set up in this way where it's vague to make you really feel bad. Maybe that's not the reason it's being done, but man, it just sucks not being able to take care of your life for the sake of work. You know what I mean? Like, and I couldn't get myself to feel, to not be guilty, you know, by just taking care of my life and just like, you know, working how everyone else is working. And I know for sure, like I just remember I would be with the first guy in my team for a while to come into the office, and then I would leave around the same time they did, and I would come like 1 to 2 hours earlier than everybody, right? Because I really wanted to do my best for the job. And I remember like, yeah, people would leave way earlier than me, or people would you know, just not be in the office the amount of time that I was. And I just know for sure people are not, you know, doing the exact 8 hours that they're quote unquote required to do. I don't even know if it's required. See, all of this is so great, right? They say, oh, the time management is just for the sake of like keeping the law and making sure no like extended overtime is being done, you know? But again, it's not clear what the reason why we're doing it is, what the exact rule is. Everyone has their own take on it. And again, it all feels intentional, you know, intentionally set up to be that way. But man, everyone really has their own take on it. And I'm just like, and sick days. Like there's like this unspoken rule that you could use sick days once in a while for a vacation, you know? It's like we'll all just kind of hush about it. And man, it's another weird thing. But man, yeah, I just went on a tangent. But you know, the July article, I read through that, and I just remember like the resentment I was feeling because I was like, frick, I don't even have time to like cook. I don't have time to like go to the gym. I don't have the energy even. I just cannot do anything except sit on my desk. I can't even go to like a cafe because I'm not technically allowed to work outside of my bedroom or outside of the office. That's it, right? And I moved to an area where there's super nice cafes and I can't even take advantage of them. And the cafes close so early in Japan, man. They close at like 6, 7, or 8 like the latest. The only cafe is open till 10 is Starbucks, you know? I remember just feeling stuck, just really stuck. And then in my moments of clarity, I'd be like, why am I doing all of this? And it always came down to, dude, I'm literally just doing this for the money. That's it. That's the only reason. Because I need to make a living. I need a roof over my head. And it makes sense, right? But it's like, dude, something about the way this is just does not sit right with me. Especially like another big thing was I was working on so many projects outside of work, my music stuff, doing private blogging, and I was doing a lot of creative content, and then I feel like even work was taking away my time for that, you know? And dude, like the first day of that 1.5 week vacation, that's when I wrote this journal entry, right? And I was like, dude, I lived such a fulfilling day today. Like I went to the gym, I did creative stuff, I just ate healthy, I took a walk, I got sunlight, I got fresh air, you know, I was sleeping early, I took care of myself, and I was productive, right? And dude, I'm 1.5 months into my leave right now, and every single day has been like that. Every single day has been so fulfilling. And this just feels like the right way for me to live. You know, I'm not making any income yet through any of my creative endeavors, but man, I'm like putting myself out there for real. And I'm just developing a lot of new skills, new ways of thinking. I'm expressing myself, and I feel like I'm just like in touch with my humanity more than ever, you know? And like the person that I'm meant to be, you know, it just feels like destiny to me, right? And it's easy for me to say because I have this leave, you know, but I know things will get hard when my life will require income, right? When I will be struggling to make ends meet. Yeah, that's when things will get real, I guess. But regardless of that, man, I really feel like I'm building something, and I'm putting a lot of stuff out on my Instagram, and so many encouraging messages, and then a couple of those not so encouraging messages, obviously. But man, I just feel like I'm doing something right, you know? I'm doing something truly meaningful with the work I'm doing right now compared to any other work I've done before. I keep going on tangents, but man, the point I'm trying to get to is after I read that journal entry, that I'm like, 2 months later since then, and I'm like, dude, I still completely agree with everything I wrote there. And dude, I think it's really time to lay down the hammer and leave corporate for good. For good, maybe not, but like this job, at least this job, man. It's time to leave this job. And nothing in me wants to go back, you know? So I think I'm gonna do it. And man, it sucks because my visa, my residency is directly tied to this job. You know, I could look for another tech job, but bro, that's the last thing I want. As you can tell from all my Instagram videos. Escape corporate slavery. Escape my current company to go back to another company, man. I'm tired of it, man. This is my 3rd time quitting. There's something wrong with me, right? But dude, this reveals to me truly this is not the right career for me, you know? And I know other people, it is right for them, but for me, man, if you're quitting for the 3rd time due to pursuing something creative, you know, I think it tells you something. But man, I feel like unlike previously, I have the grit to make it work. And something in me really feels like I can make this work. And man, there's this post I read recently from somebody. It's like you need the right amount of delusion and the right amount of discipline to succeed. And man, I think I have a lot of delusion right now. Right? And I definitely feel I have what it takes in terms of consistency. Cause man, I've been 1.5 months, man. I think I've been doing a pretty good job, but let's see how much longer I can do this. I don't know. It feels doable. It feels doable. Wow, this feels really good, just letting my thoughts flow. And I need to do this more often. It's too bad my phone only has 12 more gigs of free space left. I have to figure out what to do with that. But anyway, okay. I'm in this park right now. Yep, I think that's it. All right, time to go home, eat some grass-fed beef and some sweet potato. See ya.